Sure.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yes? What is it?
Goodbye.
Tandai Tahar. Come to trade?
Yes, come closer. I'm sure I have just what you need. Pleasure doing business with you. Come again. I'm getting new wares by the next moon's turn.
Corporal?
Interesting.
All right. Now that my sister is safe and we have the Utran army beside us, we need to discuss our course of action. As I've hinted at already, there are two more problems we need to take care of before we can gather to convince the other royal houses to join forces with us and reconquer Greycave.
Lakane's Iron Ones, and the Leonida forces.
Iron Ones? You mean these giant walking armors?
Yes, we need to destroy the place where the Purity manufactures them. And we need to eliminate Amaria Leonida, who has allied herself with the Harbinger.
House Leonider has the strongest army in Nortander. Wouldn't it be wiser to forge the alliance with Ulfgar and Hallett first, and then deal with them?
It would, but Leonider is controlling the borders. In other words, until we've taken care of her and the Ironborn, we couldn't move the Wolfgar or Hallett forces, even if they agreed to an alliance.
Any idea what these Iron Ones actually are? Golems?
No, I doubt it. They have the magical signature of a human. I guess we'll need to find out.
Yes, though I'm fairly certain the Harbinger's new magic has to do with it. The Archfire.
But if that's the case, how are we supposed to deal with them?
Well, according to my scouts, there is a place where they are being created by whatever unholy power is behind this. And it seems that this smeltery, if you want to call it that, is in the Windwall foothills.
So we travel to Windwall and burn down that factory. Is that the plan?
Yes, it's a simple task, but it won't be easy. We can be sure that the Purity is doing all in their power to protect it.
Amaria Leonida allied herself with the Harbinger? Why?
Because she's probably the most ardent follower of the Purity's teaching. She was the first truly influential Nortandian to repent when Lakane's new religion was founded, and also the first to declare her unconditional loyalty after Lakane showed his true face and took over Greyfell.
Could that also have something to do with what happened during the Mage War? That her sons fell in the last battle against my father?
I'm pretty sure it has. Did you know that she attempted to commit suicide? That was only months after the Queen had put an end to her father's doing. So yes, her loyalty to the Purity almost certainly has to do with her losses. She also despises you, as is Samo Tahar's child, from the bottom of her heart.
That's not good. How do you plan to neutralize her? We can't just move our army into Leonida territory. That would be suicide.
Well, that's where we got lucky. Amaria Leonida has taken up position in the Eye.
In the marshlands? Why?
My guess is as good as yours, but I suppose it has to do with your father's laboratory. I doubt Lakane is done with it.
So, Amaria is leading the army herself. How? I didn't know she knew about warfare.
Well, word has it that the Harbinger has, how should I say, granted Amaria a gift as a token of gratitude for her loyalty. Magical powers, in other words. Maybe even a part of this Archfire energy. No, I don't know if these rumors are true, but we'll have to consider them when we make our plan.
Well, seems like this will be quite the battle.
Indeed. which is why we need a good strategy.
Fair enough. Then let's start making preparations.
Good. I'll be here if you need me.
Yes, Corporal? How can I help?
Would you be willing to tell me more about your friend?
You seem to be quite adamant about this, aren't you? Fine, if you insist. What do you want to know?
What was she like?
That's a difficult question to answer. Compared to me, I would describe her as more cheerful, more talkative. She enjoyed the company of other people far more than I did. Of course, that conviviality was mostly a charade. Her interest in other people was genuine, but it was mainly because she wanted to study them. It was almost as if, until the very end, she believed that she could somehow overcome her nature. Of course, it didn't work.
Was she an assassin as well?
She was, yes.
How close were you and her exactly?
That's hard to say. We had sex in all those 5 years. She never left my side. So some people might have considered us lovers, but I'm not sure we ever felt that way towards each other. You see, I don't feel emotions the same way other people do. And neither did Mila. The feelings the bards all sing about, I never had them. And I doubt I am capable of feeling them at all. This bond we had it because we were alike. Because she understood me and I understood her. Without saying a word. And I doubt I will ever have that feeling again.
When you say you were alike, what does that mean? That she also hardly felt emotions?
Yes. But whereas for me, it had been becoming a dreamweaver that had made me who I am. Mila had simply been born that way. There was no logical reason for her condition. It was just what fate, or the gods, had given her.
I understand.
Maybe you do.
How did she... how did it happen? The blood burn?
Well, I presume you are familiar with how the disease progresses, so there's no need to explain that part. As for when and where, we were with a small caravan near Everlight, on our way back to Greyfell. We had made camp in a small forest when the symptoms first showed. An old man, one of the caravan leaders, started coughing blood. I think everybody saw, but they all acted as if they hadn't. From that point on, it went straight downhill. Almost 3/4 of the group were infected. And by the next day, a young boy had blood running from his eyes. Do you know what's strange?
What?
Up until that point, I didn't even consider the fact that Mila was infected as well. The thought just didn't ever cross my mind.
How did you find out?
A blister. On the 3rd morning after that night in the forest, she took a bath in a nearby river and I saw it. That was it. I knew what would happen. And so did she. I insisted on riding back to Everlight and looking for a healer. An irrational thing to do, and I knew it. But I figured that a chance was better than none, but she wouldn't have it. I want to tell life when it's over, not the other way around. That's what she had always told me. And that night, it turned out she meant it.
She took her own life.
Yes. When I returned to the camp that night, I found a letter where she told me to meet her at a nearby clearing. I did, and found her laying on the grass, hands crossed behind her head, as if she was watching the moon. There was an empty bottle next to her, and I immediately recognized it. It was the merciful slumber, the most painless of poisons at our disposal. When you drink it, it's almost like falling asleep, very slowly. She was smiling when she faded away.
How do you feel about her decision?
How should I feel? It was her decision, and it was the most rational choice to make. Dying of the blood burn is incredibly painful, and she avoided that pain. Her last memories We're ones of peace.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Anyway, is there anything else you wanted to ask?
Let's see. What's the matter?
I have news. Bad news.
Report.
The Iron Falcons from Aeonir's Blade. They've sent word. A dragon has appeared near the canyon. An elder.
An elder? You mean...
Yes. From the legends.
What? But they've been asleep for centuries.
Well, apparently not.
Are you sure this isn't a mistake?
Quite sure. The Iron Falcons found 3 keepers torn apart and scorched in a way that only a dragon could do it. But what's even more alarming is that the Falcons believe that said dragon is heading our way.
Why?
I don't know, Corporal. I just don't know. What are your orders?
We need to confirm the rumor.
But how? I'm only a scout, Corporal. But the way I see it, we only have 2 options. Wait or act. If we wait, the dragon might attack Mulandir without us being prepared. If we act, at least we're the ones who decide where the confrontation will happen.
Huh. You have a point. What if the scouts are wrong, and the dragon isn't here for us?
It is a possibility.
Where is the dragon now? Is it... moving?
I don't think so. According to the Falcons, it has landed in a small oasis in the scorching desert. A 1 or 2 day journey from Aeonir's Blade. What will you do, Corporal? I know this war is already taking up all of your resources, but we cannot just stand by and watch while that creature comes at us, can we?
I'll travel to the oasis and see for myself.
I understand. Want me to tell the others?
I'll do it when we head out. Dismissed, Private.
Sir.
Huh?
I'm still wondering what made you leave Kalea and travel the world to study demonology.
You're not letting this one go, are you? Alright, if your life depends on it, I'll tell you. To make it short, I grew up in the slums of Kalea. A shithole if ever there was one. Just imagine an entire quarter made up of half-ruined shacks with the smell of shit and piss everywhere, and way too many people. Then add the tropical heat to it, and you've got the place I grew up in. My father had left right after I was born. My mother is what you call a day laborer, though the days when she wasn't laboring outweighed the ones when she did. Whatever job there was, she took it. Even if it was cleaning the shit out of Kalaean canals. She worked hard, but it just wasn't enough. We lived in a windowless room, and I shared a bed with my mother for the first 14 years of my life. Long story short, after a while, my mother simply couldn't cover the expenses anymore. The rent for our room went up, and jobs became less and less, since the mage wars in Northander also affected the trade in Kalea. So my mother looked for someone to help her out, and found one. A man named Creo. He was a loan shark who had it all. A stupid name and a shady beard. 2 lackeys who followed him wherever he went. And above all, a complete lack of what other people would call decency.
I think I can see where this is going.
Sure you can. It's not the most unique of stories, is it? To cut to the chase, 1 year later we were in massive debt. Creo suggested my mother another way of making up for it. You can fill in the blanks. I was just too weak. Over and over, this fucking bastard came. Had my mother tell me to go for a walk. And every time I had no choice but to obey. Do you have any idea how that feels, Tahar? To be that powerless? I remember one day I looked in the mirror and realized how much I hated the boy I saw. I hated his body with all its frail bones, his small arms, his bloodshot wet eyes. And that's when I decided to change things. So the next time he came, I fought back.
How did that go?
What do you think? He beat me up. And it was the same next time and the time after that. At first he found it funny. But after the 4th time he threatened to kill me. The only thing that stopped him from doing it is because my mother begged him to. And I had only made it worse. On my 14th name day, I left home and joined up with the Chilean sand prowlers. My mother begged me not to go, but I just couldn't. Standing there and watching this fucking bastard walk into our room again and again whenever he felt like it, I just couldn't. Dying would have been better than staying. The way I figured it was that if I earned enough money to pay Mother's debts, Creo would leave her alone. Once I was strong enough, I'd come back, wait for him to show up again, and then, well, you can imagine the rest.
I think I can. So who were these sand prowlers?
A group of mercenaries. They took me in and trained me. And even though they were skeptical at first, they quickly realized that my determination made up for what my body was lacking. When I was 16 and I discovered my magic, one of their leaders made me his apprentice. The arcane universities are a shithole made up of boy-loving old geezers who care more about how you wear your hair than about your magic. I'll tell you the real thing. And that she did.
What about your plan to pay your mother's debts? Did that work out?
Well, I thought so at first, but we'll get there.
What was it like to work with the sand prowlers?
Well, if you were hoping for stories of sex, adventure, and intrigue, I have to disappoint you. Most of it was nasty stuff. Fighting in wars which you knew were wrong, beating up people who were practically helpless. But then again, the Chilean Guard was no better than that. It was a case of pick your poison.
Was that sand prowler mage also who introduced you to demonology?
What? No, she was a mediocre mage at best. The most powerful thing she could do was lighting someone's hair on fire. Though of course she didn't see it that way. After 1 year I was already stronger than her, and I started my own studies.
Huh. So did you ever return to your mother?
Of course, on my 18th name day. I had wanted to return earlier, but a contract had me kept overseas for a lot longer than I had expected. Sorry. It's strange to talk about it.
What happened?
My mother. She was gone. Her room had been cleared out, and the neighbors told me she passed away unexpectedly just 3 weeks before I arrived. Her heart just stopped beating.
I'm sorry.
Why? It was a natural death. She was old when she gave birth to me, and the life on the Chilean streets isn't forgiving. In other words, it was bound to happen. I went into the room and looked for our stash. A small casket under the floorboards. I found it, opened it, and saw all the money I'd sent her over the years.
So...
She never used it to pay Creo as I instructed her. I have no idea why, but my best guess is that she thought it was mine since I earned it. She was that kind of person, you know? No matter how hard fate punched her in the face, she clung on to her ideals. Always did what was right rather than what was good for herself. And look what she got in return.
Did you ever visit her grave?
I did, but it was a mass grave. Dozens of corpses, all piled onto each other, and some earth shoveled on top of it. I threw up when I saw it, and never came back after that.
What about Creo?
Well, as you can imagine, I went to look for him. Right after I was able to think straight again. But he was gone.
Where?
I don't know. I asked everywhere and everyone who could know, and they either didn't or gave me different information. After a while, I gave up.
Why?
Because people like Creo are just a reality we have to deal with. I could have killed him, but what good would it have done? My mother was dead, and no amount of bloodshed and gut tearing could have changed that. The world doesn't give a fuck about your ideals, Tahar. About doing the right thing. That's just the shit we tell ourselves to help us sleep at night. You eat or you get eaten. It's that simple. I wasn't strong enough when I should have been. And that's why I couldn't help her. That will never happen again.
I guess you're right.
I am. To wrap up the story, I enrolled at the university from the money my mother saved for me. Turned out the Sand Prowler mage was wrong. There were some boy-loving professors, but they knew their shit. I studied and practiced until there was nothing left to study. Then I found out about demonology and the power in it. I quit university, and I've been traveling ever since. Taking jobs as a mercenary here and there, but above all, improving my skills. My last stop was Bar Gagora to summon a devourer.
And what are you after, in the long run?
I don't know. I'll find out when I get there.
Interesting story. Thanks for your trust, Uran.
Sure. Hope you're happy.
Tahar, may I help you with something?
Found out anything new about the rune?
Well, yeah, a lot, thanks to you.
What do you mean?
All that time I was wondering where the rune gets its power from, and now I do. It's the Archfire, the essence as the Shapers called it. In a nutshell, it's a power link. By carrying a rune, you're opening a gate that allows the Archfire's power to flow into you. Just a part of it, of course, and by far not as much as the Nexus is able to channel, but still, it's fascinating.
Well, I guess that explains why it's so much more powerful than most magic we know.
Indeed, but I'll do more research on it soon.
Goodbye.
Fine. There you are. Tahar, I found something incredible.
What is it?
Remember how I asked you for permission to examine your mother's body? Undergas and I did that yesterday.
I hope you know that wasn't an easy decision for me.
Yeah, Tahar, I know. And believe me, we were respectful. Save for that strange stasis, her body's still unscathed.
So? Were you able to learn anything?
We did, and this is what I'm so excited about. That jewel in the front part of her cranium. At first, we thought it was simply an ornament to mark her as a member of the priest caste, but it's more than that. It has magical properties.
But it's still an ornament, isn't it? She wasn't born with it.
No, she wasn't. As I said, the different castes had different ornaments worked into their bodies, and while the ornaments of the lower castes were probably just adornments, those of the higher castes were actually magical.
What kind of magical properties?
It's somewhat similar to the Harbinger's rune. It's essentially a magical talisman that made them smarter and stronger. Long story short, despite her spirit being gone, the ornament still seems to be active. I think we could remove it.
And what for?
As I said, the jewel is magical. If you wear it, say, as a talisman, it could increase your magical powers significantly. It could really help us in our fight against Lacane.
Isn't that dangerous?
I'm close to certain it isn't. The ornaments are really just jewelry, like a ring, only woven into the flesh. I think we can remove it without causing your mother's body any harm. But then again, there's no way of knowing for sure.
All right. Do it.
Of course. Give me a moment, will you? Shouldn't take long. All right, Tahar. It worked. Here, take a look. Can you feel it? It's amazing.
And you're sure it didn't damage your body?
Pretty sure. Removing the jewel only caused a small wound, and I stitched it up right away. It should be fine. Now, take a look. Do you feel that energy?
You're right. It's immense.
Well, I guess now we know why the lower castes revered the priests as gods. Telepathy, magical ornaments, they were almost superhuman, so to speak. Either way, I think it'll help you on the field. Thanks again for your trust, Tahar.
Yes? Have you come to see the fruits of my labor?
Yes, yes, come closer. I'm sure I have just what you need. farewell.
Just give the word.
South of Leonida and east of Hallett lies the scorching desert. A place as inhospitable as it is dangerous. The desert is uninhabited save for the dust-crawler orcs, a nomadic orc tribe that roams the dunes in search of fresh water. With a throat as dry as parchment and a throbbing headache, you arrive at the place your scouts described. A small oasis amidst the blazing ocean of sand. Despite the heat, you feel a cold lump forming inside your stomach. Something is nearby. Something powerful.
The Falcons were right, Tahar. There is a dragon nearby. It's enormous.
So you think it actually is an elder?
It's possible. Everything we see and everything we do leaves a minor echo in our aura. The ones we leave behind when we die. That creature has millions of echoes woven into its aura. In other words, it has been on this world for millennia.
That's comforting. Remind me, Tahar, why did we just bring one battalion here and not our entire army?
Because the Purity will notice if we move our entire army and could use the opportunity to attack. Right now, nobody knows we're here. Now let's head out.
Yes?
I'll be swift.
Shit. That was a painful death.
And it wasn't caused by normal fire. These people melted.
So much.
You got it.
This one looks as though he's been mauled. And he's wearing an unusual armor, isn't he?
Huh. Do you see these crystals in his skin? They look an awful lot like the ones we found on the Hibernian island, don't they?
You're right. They do. Strange.
Up ahead.
Interesting.
Huh? Didn't expect to see travelers all the way out here. Tundea.
Tundea? That sounds Hibernian.
It does, because it is. We're Valis Draigin, dragon hunters, as you'd call it. Which is why I urge you to head right back where you came from. There's a Yal Dragin, an elder dragon, just waiting to sink its fangs into you. As it has done with the idiots you've probably seen on the wayside.
Val Draigin. I'm guessing that's Hibernian for dragon.
Actually, it's the other way around. Dragon is common for Draigin. That's where the word came from in the first place.
It took one of your men, too, didn't it?
A woman. But yeah, it did. Yelena. That fucking beast burnt her skin right off her skull. She'll be the last one we lose, though, I can promise you that.
Who were these corpses on the wayside?
Traders on the way to Windholm. We told them the same I'm telling you, but of course, that Ulan wouldn't listen. They did have some good cargo, though. So at least their deaths helped someone.
So you're actually Hibernian dragon hunters?
Well, we're not 800 years old, so we're obviously descendants.
I hate to break it to you, but the only proven direct descendant of Hibernia is Queen Aelith.
Our order has been around for over 100 years now. And we've found Hibernian blood all over Nortander. I'm not surprised you don't know us. Most people don't. Even though if it weren't for us, half of Northander would be eaten by wyverns by now.
Huh. Interesting. So it's true. There's an elder in the oasis.
That's what I just said.
I think that dragon is here for me.
Are you sure? I heard it was here for that marvelous cheesecake they made in Everlight.
I'm not joking. There has been a magical outbreak 4 weeks ago, and I was responsible for it. We have reason to believe that this dragon is headed to our camp.
An outbreak, huh? That's what Pavlos said too. Well, if that's the case, you should probably talk to him yourself.
I assume Pavlos is your leader.
Ayuras, yes. He's just down that slope. I still think you're better off leaving, but I can't stop you, can I? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to make preparations.
Valis Drygene? Whoever these guys are, they aren't Hibernians, Tahar.
What makes you think that?
Hibernians were 8 feet tall and had light green eyes and pitch black, slightly bluish hair. That guy looked more like a child at a masquerade party than anything else, and even his accent sounded put on. Queen Aelith is the last living Hibernian. All the scholars agree on that.
Huh. Didn't expect to see anyone else near a Dragine. Talk to Pavlos if you want anything.
Who's Pavlos?
The guy with the idiotic hair. You can't miss him.
Tandea. I don't know who you are, but it's best if you turn around right now.
Yeah, we know the story. One of your men told us all about it. We're here for that dragon, same as you.
You are? Huh. Normally, I'd tell you to run as far as you can. But I have to admit, you people have an impressive aura. Tell me, how did you learn of the Dragine?
The Iron Falcons told us about it. We have reason to believe it's here for us.
Explain.
Well, you're a mage, right?
Yes.
Then I'm sure you noticed a shift in a magical pattern some weeks ago. One that also ended the bloodburn.
There have been a lot of magical oddities recently. But yes, I think I know what you're talking about. That was also when that purity lunatic started creating his machines. So, what are you implying? That you had something to do with that shift?
So to speak, yes. We assume that the Elder sensed it and now feels drawn to me, for whatever reason.
Nonsense.
No. Actually, it isn't, Kivron. This is the first sighting of an Elder since the War of the Six Races. And back then, it was also a magical explosion that woke him. And this man isn't lying. His aura is remarkable, in every aspect. Listen, let me make you an offer. What would you say about joining forces? You are powerful, no question about that. But still, you and your little entourage won't be enough to go up against an Elder.
Are you sure killing him is the only way?
Well, you can also let him kill you, if that's what you prefer. I don't know where you get your ideas from, but Dragine are beasts, as you might have been able to tell from the charred corpses up the hill.
How can you help us? You're only a handful of warriors.
A handful of Valis Dragine. I know you're powerful. Only a fool wouldn't see that. But fighting Draconoids is what we do for a living. Without our help, that Dragine will smother you.
Did you ever fight an Elder before?
Saras Jodul. As I said, the last time an Elder was sighted was during the War of the Six Races. So no, we haven't. But that doesn't change the fact that we know more about Draconoids than anybody else on Io. But please, if you are so eager to get killed, go ahead. I will not beg.
Sounds good. We can use all the help we can get.
I'm happy to hear that. However, there's one more thing. No, two, actually. First of all, we want the heart and the eyes. Secondly, I'll need you to do a minor task for us first.
Why the heart and the eyes?
It's a custom. But don't worry. The scales and the claws will be more than enough to recompense you for your efforts. On that note, if you have the coin, I can also talk to Reeve and see if he'd be willing to turn those scales into an armor for you.
Aren't you a bit too generous? These scales must be worth thousands, yet you're offering to give them away for free.
We don't hunt for the gold, stranger. Also, the heart and the eyes are quite valuable too, but not nearly as useful to you as an armor. So we'd both profit from that bargain.
You're talking about a dragon scale armor?
Yes, but I cannot make any promises yet. Reeve can be complicated when it comes to such matters.
What minor task? We shouldn't be wasting our time.
You're absolutely right. We shouldn't. But I need you to do this. There's a small nest of wyverns just across the pond. We're still recovering from the last battle and haven't gotten around to taking them out yet.
So? Do it now.
We were going to. But if we're to fight together, my men will want to see a display of strength first. Ancient Hibernian custom. So, I suggest you come back once you're done. I'll talk to my men now.
That man, he wasn't telling you the whole truth.
An Elder's heart is worth more than 3 Elder Scales. Yes, made into an armor, they will be useful, but this Pavlos made sure he and his men are in the long end of the stick.
Well, I didn't know that. Let's play along for now, though. Understood.
Careful.
Nihav's hammer. That thing is massive. Are you sure you still want to do this?
We don't have a choice. The last thing we want is that dragon attacking us while we're trying to reclaim Greyfell. Get ready.
They won't stand a chance. Understood.
I'll keep you shielded.
This way, right?
That way? Fair
Walking
enough.
corpses.
Let's do this.
Take them down.
So, what's the plan?
Is this really necessary?
I'll take a look.
Danger up ahead!
All right, here goes nothing.
They will fall.
Prepare yourselves.
All right. That should be all of them. Let's head back to the Dragon Hunters.
Let us see. I'll make it quick.
You regret this.
As you want.
Sounds like a plan. Sure.
Tahar.
What the?
That is your name, is it not? Tahar.
It isn't attacking us. Why?
I think it's speaking to me. In my head.
You mean...
Telepathy, yes. It is the only way the two of us can communicate. An interesting group you have gathered around you, Shaper Child. Have you come to kill me? The way you cling to your weapons makes it seem so.
Tahar, talk to us. What's happening?
I think she wants to talk.
Maybe. I know why you are here. You are worried that I have come to destroy your city, Mullendeer, as I have done before.
Are you?
That was my plan, yes.
Why? What have we done to you?
It is not about what you have done. It is about what you will do. You are Zarlandep, a shaper as you call them. You were asleep, but now you have awoken. And as all of your kind, you will bring doom to the world.
Tahar, What's it saying?
Wait. I don't understand. What do you mean by bring doom to the world?
It is impressive. All the clues are there, right in front of your eyes. Yet you do not see it.
See what? Maybe if you stopped talking in riddles, I would.
I am not talking in riddles. It has merely been a very, very long time since I have talked at all. But since you are not as much of a brute as I would have anticipated, maybe there is no harm in explaining. Before I neutralize you, the Zarlanthep, we the Elders, were the ones who killed them. It was neither spite nor hunger that drove us, as the myth would have you believe. It was because of what they had become, what they fancied themselves as.
Which was?
Gods. They had done what nobody should have. They had tamed the essence, and learned to use it for their ends. You have seen the results. Enslaved minds, a world empire, telepathy, and the power to destroy life in a snap of a finger. They would have broken the world in two if we had not intervened. So, we did.
You killed them?
Yes. People misunderstand us, Tahar. We are not beasts like most people. We are watchers, and we do what the Guardians could not. The world is tiring, and life after millennia becomes a burden. We do not rejoice in it, but we have a responsibility.
How many of you are there? Elders?
Just a few.
So you are, what? Protectors?
Titles are inconsequential. But yes, you can call us that, if you wish.
Why?
That is like asking the water why it flows. Our drives, our wishes are ingrained into our souls, just as you, as every human, live to avoid suffering. We live to maintain the balance.
But I don't get it. Why kill me? Only because I'm half-shaper?
Yes. Since you performed the melding, you bear the same dangerous potential as your mother. And thus, you need to die. There is no malice in our decision. I am glad you came here with only a few of your allies. That means that fewer lives will be lost.
I'm not the danger. The purity of light is.
You both are. And after I have neutralized you, I will deal with the creature's servant.
There must be another way. We both want the same thing.
No. You want power, divinity, as any Zarlanthep wanted from the start. Your blood is corrupted, and so is your mind.
But you don't even know me. I may be half-shaper, yes, but I was raised a human.
Does that make it better? Humans are as cruel, as vile as the Zarlanthep were. Only that they have not yet discovered the power. But once they will, the earth will shatter. Our kind is too tired, too weary for another extermination like the one in the Zarlanthep days. This time, we will not fight. But you, Tahar, you are only one person. One person that can be dealt with swiftly and without wreaking havoc.
I think it's getting ready to attack. Whatever you intend on doing, do it now.
So there is no way I can convince you.
You are insistent. Why, I wonder? Do you fear death? That is my only explanation.
Maybe, but also because you're wrong. I may be half-shaper, but I'm not your enemy.
Then prove it. Destroy the rifts, and prove that you are not like your ancestors.
The rifts?
Yes. Since the creature's servant, who you call the Harbinger of Light, has tapped into the essence, things have changed. A tear in the fabric of the realm appeared, and other creatures seeking to find their way through that hole. As of now, they are still between the planes. But that will change soon.
You want me to kill them?
Kill them and close the rifts. It will be dangerous, and it might cost you your life. But it will show that your words were not as deceitful as those of your ancestors.
Where are these rifts?
You cannot see them, but I will give you the ability to do so. They are centered around the place where the servant unleashed the essence.
But if these rifts are so dangerous, why haven't you closed them yet?
I was going to, but Adarlanthep is a greater threat than those beasts. So I came for you first.
And in return, you won't attack us.
That and more. But we will talk about it when the deed has been done.
Fine. I'll do it.
You surprise me. Well, then stand by your word and return to me once you have succeeded.
Interesting.
So, you talked to it? What did it say? Why did it spare us?
I think it's a her. And it's a long story. I'll tell you on the way back.
So, we're not fighting it?
No, it's complicated. I'll tell you on the way back to Mullendeer. Now we should...
No! Yales Dragin!
No! Don't!
Oh, fools. Don't talk, act. Don't talk, act.
Why didn't they listen? They must have seen the dragon wasn't fighting us.
I don't know. But they didn't leave us a choice.
All right, why not?
That way?
Huh?
Don't talk, act. Your time.
Yes, Tahar? Looking for a skilled engineer?
You're an adventurer, aren't you? Come take a look. I'm sure I've got something that might spark your interest.
Let me see what you have in stock.
Certainly. Axes, daggers, swords, everything for the wary traveler. Farewell.
The Eye owes its name to the banner of House Waite, which once resided in the unforgiving swamplands. After the Waite dynasty ended abruptly when their last patriarch and his wife descended into madness, the Eye is now known to be a no-man's land, inhabited only by the most steadfast settlers, adventurers, and people in need of a hiding place.
Is something wrong, Tahar?
No, it's just... I didn't expect to come back here so soon. Anyway, we're closing in on the fortress. Our vanguard has already put up an outpost up ahead.
Do you think the rumors are true? That they're using this place as a torture camp now?
We'll see. Now let's move.
Huh. Interesting.
Commander. Yes?
I'll be swift.
That's the way. Blasted armor.
Help! Somebody help me! For heck's sake! You're the leader, aren't you? Please, you need to help me.
Calm down. What happened?
The prison, the Leonider, they've gone completely insane. The prison guards, they are hunting me.
You escaped then?
No, you can't escape. Not as a prisoner, because of the barrier. They let me run, but now they're hunting me.
Hunting you? So...
Yes, they're doing it for the fun of it. Please, I don't know who you are, but you need to help me. You have troops, you can fend them off.
Did you say barrier?
Yes. Please, you will see it for yourself soon enough. But now's not the time to discuss this. You need to help me.
Is it just me, or are you a mage? You have an aura.
Of course I'm a mage, just like all of us up there. Sorry. I didn't mean to offend. But they will be here any minute.
All right. We'll take care of these guards.
Thank you. Oh, by the Guardians, thank you. They will be here any moment now.
Here we go.
We're being attacked!
At your command.
More fighting. Does this never end?
What do you require?
Building completed.
Blazes, we did it. You did it.
So it seems. Can you fight? We'll bring down Amaria Leonidar, and in return for saving your life, I want your help.
Yes, of course. Of course, with pleasure. Anything I can do to pay back that bloody monster, I will do.
Good.
Aye?
In that fortress, what do they do to you in there?
They test us. Or at least that's how they call it. They want to find out if our magic is strong enough for the next step.
The next step? What's that supposed to mean?
Nobody knows, but there's rumors.
So up in that fortress, they torture you to determine the extent of your magic.
They torture us. They humiliate us. They let us starve. It's a nightmare. In their eyes, we're animals.
So nobody ever escaped the fortress because of that barrier?
No, nobody that goes in ever comes out. Apparently, a group of prisoners managed to break out of their cart before they reached the bridge once. And also, there was talk of an old mage rebel in the west. But then again, that might just be something...
Stay away from their claws.
Get ready! Fair enough. Let's do this.
Sure.
All right, here goes nothing.
Whatever's necessary.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
So much to do, so little time.
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
That should work.
Is there anything you need?
Commander. Of course.
It'll only take a second.
Building completed.
All right, then, let's get to it. This will be a masterpiece. So much to do, so little time. That should work. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
Yes. You got it.
Building complete.
Aenir's light. Who are you?
No reason to be scared. We're not here to hurt you.
Then what you want? Are you with the light?
We're not. But we're here to put an end to whatever atrocities are happening up in that fortress. You're in their territory, so what's your business with them?
Me? Business with them? Nothing. I'm just a fisherman. They need food, I bring it, and a story. Please, I don't want no trouble.
We'll talk again later. Stay safe.
Thank you. You too.
Good
Building
idea.
completed. Building completed.
All right, then, let's get to it. That's just how it is. Will only take a second.
Building completed. We need to gather more wood, Commander. Building completed.
That should work.
Commander, we need to stock up on stone.
This will be a mess.
Commander, we need to stock up on stone.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. So much to do, so little time. All right then, let's get to it.
We need to gather more wood, Commander.
That should work.
We're being attacked!
Yes.
Our workers are under attack.
What do we need?
I'm injured.
Corporal, you regret this.
I'm injured.
Is this really necessary?
Sounds like a plan.
At your command.
Let's get to work. It will only take a second. All right, then, let's... That should work. This time will be a masterpiece. Well then.
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
This will be a masterpiece.
Commander, we need to stock up on stone.
Let's get to work.
Alright then, let's get to it. That should work.
We should get moving.
Expansion is the key to victory.
We're being attacked!
Now, attack!
Building completed.
This'll be bloody.
Von Northander!
Our capital is under attack.
This'll be bloody.
Now, attack!
We're being attacked!
Yes?
Our capital is under attack.
At your command. This'll be bloody. Command.
We're being attacked!
Now, attack! Von Northander!
We're being attacked! Commander, we need to stock up on stone.
Did you say something?
Understood.
We're being attacked!
Here we go.
Control. Need control.
What's next?
I'll keep you shielded. Danger up ahead.
Ahead. Building completed.
Is this really necessary?
Building completed.
Corporal?
Commander, we need to stock up on stone. Commander, we need to stock up on stone.
Let's get to work. Alright then, let's get to it. It'll only take a second.
We're being attacked!
it will be bloody.
We're being attacked!
What do you require?
Will do.
This way, right?
This will be a masterpiece. So much to do, so little time.
Commander, we need to stock up on stone.
Yes?
Our capital is under attack.
This will be bloody.
I'm ready.
Now, attack!
Our workers are under attack.
Is there anything you need? Yes?
Fair enough. Let's do this.
More
They won't
fighting.
stand a chance.
Does this never end?
Whatever's necessary.
Danger up ahead! I'll keep you shielded!
I understand. Prepare yourselves.
What else can
I will stay.
Building completed. Commander, we've finished researching a new technology. Commander, we need to stock up on stone. We're being attacked!
Huh? All right.
decide?
I'll keep
Now.
you shielded.
Building completed.
This will be a masterpiece.
Building completed. Our smiths need more iron.
Will only take a second. Aye, that should work. Chop chop, man. So much get to work, so little time.
Commander, we need to stock up on stone.
All right, then, let's get to it. Aye, that should work. This masterpiece.
Commander, we need to stock up on stone. Building completed.
So much to do. Chop
Commander.
chop, man. Let's get to work. Will only take a second. This will be a masterpiece.
Our smiths need more iron.
Let's get to work. Aye, that should work. All right, then, let's get to it.
Building completed.
Let me take a second.
They will fall.
I will stay.
We're being attacked!
More fighting. Does this never end?
I'll make it quick. I understand.
Danger up ahead. Fine. More fighting. Does this never end?
Building completed.
I'll keep you shielded.
So, what's the plan?
Whatever's necessary.
Get ready!
Danger up ahead.
They will
All right,
fall.
here goes nothing.
Maybe bloody.
Corporal? They will fall.
I'm injured.
Whatever's necessary. You read my mind.
Does this never end?
Just give the word.
I'm killed one of our heroes.
What do you require?
Let's get to it. This will be a masterpiece.
Building completed. We're being attacked!
What do we need?
Here we go.
I'll keep you shielded.
So, what's the plan?
All right, then, let's get to chop, man. Let's get to work. This will be a masterpiece. So much to do. That should work. Little time.
We're being attacked!
Let's get to work.
Yes? They will fall.
Get ready!
Building completed.
Just give the word.
Whatever's necessary.
We're being attacked!
This will be a masterpiece.
Uh-huh.
All right, then, let's get
Yes?
to it.
Yes.
Let me take a
Understood.
Only take a second. Well, well.
We need to distill more aria. There's hardly anything left.
Chop, man. Let's let's get to work.
We're being attacked!
What's
Is there
next?
anything you need? They won't stand a chance.
Danger up ahead!
So, what's the plan?
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
I understand.
Fine.
Prepare yourselves.
Unnecessary.
I need help over here.
Yes.
I need help over here.
You'll regret this.
Need control.
What's next?
Building completed. We need to distill more aria. There's hardly anything left.
All right, then, let's get to it.
We're being attacked!
Something you need?
Did you say something?
Yes?
Hmm?
We're being attacked!
It'll only take a second.
Uh-huh.
Building completed. Our smiths need more iron. We're being attacked! We need to distill more aria. There's hardly anything left.
Aye, that should work.
What? Commander?
Forward!
All right, then, let's get to it.
We need to gather more wood, Commander.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
I'm ready.
I'll keep you shielded!
So much blood.
More fighting. Does this never end?
I understand. It will be bloody.
Fine.
All right.
I'll keep you
here goes
shielded!
nothing.
Prepare
Read my
yourselves.
mind.
We're being attacked! Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
All right. They
Prepare
will fall.
yourselves. I'll make it
Here we go.
quick. I understand.
We're being attacked!
It will be bloody.
You read my mind. Whatever's necessary.
We're being attacked!
Danger up ahead.
Understood.
Fair enough. Let's
They
do
will
this.
fall.
Our smiths need more iron.
I'm injured. I need help over here.
Huh?
That way?
They killed one of our heroes!
Just give it a word.
All right, why not? Fine.
All right.
Whatever's necessary.
More fighting. Does this never end? Stay with me, will you?
Get ready, Corporal. All right, here goes nothing.
What else can you
So much.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
You read my mind.
Our workers are under attack.
What?
Of course. This will be bloody.
For Northander!
Our workers are under attack.
For Northander!
Is there anything you need? I'll make it quick.
Did you say something?
Understood. Heading out. Of course.
Our smiths need more iron. Commander, we've finished researching a new technology. Our workers are under attack.
What do you require?
All right.
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
Whatever's necessary. Yes?
I understand.
You'll regret this.
More fighting. Does this never end?
still more Aria. There's hardly anything left.
Danger up ahead!
Building completed. Our smiths need more iron.
Yes?
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. Will only take a second.
We're being attacked!
Well then.
We're being attacked!
This will be a masterpiece.
Yes? Prepare yourselves.
Is this really necessary?
Yes?
Here we
They
go.
will fall.
Building completed.
I'll keep you shielded.
Order. It will be bloody.
So, what's the plan? All right, here goes nothing.
All right.
Building completed.
I need help over here.
They killed one of our heroes.
Uh-huh. Here we go.
Please.
Yes.
I need help over here.
I understand.
Fine.
I need help over here.
You read my mind.
They killed one of our heroes.
Prepare yourselves. I'm in. I understand.
I need healing. Please. Damn it. I need healing. Danger up ahead. I need healing. Damn it! I need healing.
I'm injured.
They killed one of our heroes.
More fighting.
I'm injured.
Does this never end?
Alright, then, let's get to it.
We're being attacked.
Feeling up for adventure.
Yes.
Blazes. That was unexpected.
We should get moving.
Our capital is under attack.
Chop, chop, man. Let's get to it.
Our capital is under attack. Our capital is under attack.
This masterpiece. Alright, then, let's get to it.
Building completed. We're being attacked.
This.
Our capital is under attack.
Alright, then, let's get to it.
I'm ready.
Our capital is under attack.
Knock! Aim! Fire! They won't know what hit them. Open fire!
We're being attacked.
Yes.
It will be bloody.
I'll keep you shielded.
We're being attacked.
What can I do for you?
Something you need?
Fair enough. Let's do this.
They will fall.
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology. We're being attacked!
Commander.
Hit them where it hurts.
We're being attacked!
What? What do we need?
How's it going?
What's next?
All right, here goes nothing.
Danger up ahead!
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
Does this never end?
We're being attacked!
There we go.
Fine. All right.
Whatever's necessary.
Our workers are under attack.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Danger up ahead! I'll keep you shielded! More fighting. Does this never end?
I understand. Prepare yourselves.
Danger up ahead!
It will be building.
Feeling up for adventure.
Is there anything you need?
Yes?
I'll keep you shielded!
They will fall. Whatever's necessary.
Get ready.
Building completed.
Huh?
Our smiths need more iron.
Just give it a word.
They won't stand a chance.
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
I need help over here.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Yes?
I understand.
Damn it! I need healing.
They killed one of our heroes. They killed one of our heroes.
So, let's go.
I'll keep you shielded! Fine. More fighting. Does this never end?
Get ready. I need help over here.
Danger up
Right,
ahead!
here goes nothing.
I'll keep you shielded! Fine. Yes? We should get moving.
So much to do, so little time.
General? Do you need medical attention? I don't know.
We're being attacked!
What do we need?
Sure.
Prepare
Fair enough.
yourselves.
Let's do this.
Our workers are under attack.
Blasted armor.
Here we go.
Our workers are under attack.
I need help over here.
I'll make it quick.
Whatever necessary.
Building completed.
I need help over here.
Of course.
Commander?
Commander!
They won't
We're
see
being attacked!
Awaiting your order.
Guard!
We're being attacked!
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. So much to do. So
She's ready to fire.
let's get to it.
Commander?
Our smiths need more iron. We're being attacked!
This.
Building completed.
Understood.
We're being attacked!
I understand. Prepare yourselves.
All right, here goes nothing. Get ready.
So much blood.